If you've been following me for a while, you know that I recently went on a mission to complete FlyLady Zone Cleaning for 1 month straight. And I added in there a 4-room switcheroo, which wasn't necessarily in the original plan, but has been something we've talked about for quite some time. And I pulled the plug during the same month I was on my zone cleaning mission. And I tell you, I couldn't be happier with the results. So this mission started, many of you have watched this for a while. You know, I had a temporary office in our family room and it just stopped working. The piles were everywhere. They were on this desk space, they were on the coffee table, they were in the kitchen. It was impossible for me to just use this tiny little workspace, having gone from a very large office space with lots of storage to just this little corner. And as you can see, it trickled everywhere. So when I took down that desk, this became my office for the time being. And then it was time to start the 4-room switcheroo. And that started in the toy room. Now, if you've been following for a while, you know the toy room has been a saga. But I decided it would be best to move my office from the downstairs and that temporary corner to the playroom instead. This would allow me to have access quickly to all of my office work, all of my documents, all of my computer supplies, everything I would need, basically just down the hallway from where we spend most of our time. And it would eliminate piles from occurring in our kitchen and living room space. So, of course, it took a little convincing of our 4-year-old that this was a great idea. After assuring him that he would have a great amount of space for his toys still, he reluctantly agreed to making a switch. And here we have it. At the end of my 31 days of zone cleaning, this is how the office looked. It wasn't perfect, but it was a great start. And of course, you remember the playroom. This is how it all started. Toys everywhere. And I had to start getting all those toys out of that room and moving them downstairs to their new home, our lower family room. So I did those stairs like a madwoman. I tell you, I did more stairs. I did a whole lot of stairs. This is the lower family room before we started moving things to make this the playroom. So you can see we have a large sectional couch. We have toys that were too big for the upstairs playroom. And we have several years of toys and dust and fur underneath this couch. So it didn't get better for zone cleaning than to be able to move that couch and clean everything underneath it. So once we got the couches moved, and you can see we could not move the full sectional. The largest part of the couch did not fit into the room we were moving it to. So we shifted our idea and we kept this couch in this room, and it actually worked out perfect. I could not have asked for a better didn't go as planned moment, because now there is still seating in this space. When the kids are over and want to play, they can sit, they can lay. We still have a nice couch for people to lay on if they stay over. There's just it just really added to the space, and it didn't take away from the playroom at all by still being in there. Now, of course, prepping this room meant lots of dusting, lots of vacuuming to get dust balls and dust, fur balls, all of it. But after a full day of putting all the toys back, this is how it turned out. And what I can attest to, being several weeks out from this switcheroo, is this room is now so easy to keep tidy and clean because we have more space for the toys we have. You can see before, even the family room space had blankets everywhere. It was kind of a mess because it didn't get cleaned regularly. And now it is tidy, and it is a fun space to play in. And I have convinced my son that it is so much more fun to play in a room that is tidy than to play in a mess. Now we go to the third room of the switcheroo, which was originally my office. This office held a lot of baggage. I had a comment that I needed to perform an emotional exorcism in this space, and I couldn't have agreed more. This space just wasn't working for me anymore. It was a heavy place for me to be in. So it was time for me to leave that space. Moving everything upstairs was such a smart decision. I can't tell you how happy I am having all of this, having all of my work so nearby, not having to do the stairs just to go print something. This space turned into my husband's office and guest room, and it's working really well for both of us. Of course, I still have to do that closet and do some purging and everything, but for the time being, it is really working. Then we move into my husband's old office. So this is what the office looked like mid-move. I didn't get that first look, but we moved all of his stuff into my old office. And this was that surprise room I had talked about. And for our family, it is a really exciting new space that has been already put to use so many days, and I'm very excited for you to see it in just a minute. But before I can show you the room, you have to see what we tried doing. So this is that long part of the couch I had mentioned did not fit through the doorway. We tried everything to get it to squeeze in, but it didn't. So this was our bump in the road. Let's change the plan. Well, we moved this back out to the playroom, and I think it ended up being better this way. So it is a pretty large sectional couch. The large part of the couch is now in the playroom, leaned against the wall, so you can't really tell it's missing part of its section. And the other two sections went in this room, and the first guess was a movie theater room. Now, this is our movie theater room on a budget, and when I took this, we actually had the screen backwards, so that's why it looks really wrinkly. We purchased 3 different screens. The first one was too small, second one was too big, the third was just right, but it was really wrinkly. So we've done several things to make it work perfect in regards to putting it in the sun to get rid of the wrinkles. We turned it around, worked even better. I purchased 5 or 6 different posters of movies we love. I just have to get frames for them. So we're still pulling it together, but our movie theater room, which is just perfect for us, is all ready. And it's something we have talked about for years. We aren't just jumping right in and throwing in a lot of money into it. We are using what we have to make the room work for us. And we'll continue to make it even better as time goes on. Now, of course, this wasn't just a reveal of the special room. It is a reveal of everything that I did get done with the zone cleaning. That brings us back to the big accomplishments I made during this whole 1-month experience. I tell you, there are rooms that are still staying clean. I see the power of zone cleaning, of just doing 15 minutes a day and getting through even small spaces and then adding onto it the next month. It was a really good experience, and I look forward to continuing it and adapting it to our life. So tell me what you think. Did I make some huge strides in just 30 days? Tell me in the comments below. And I just want to say thank you so much for watching this series. Thank you for watching this video. And I am so glad you took time out of your day to spend a little bit of it with me. And I will be coming back with some more videos very quickly. Thank you so much. We'll see you soon.